And now moving on to the second subdivision. These are the top 16 girls from qualifying, and this is another Spanish girl, and a bit of a surprise, Morrow.
Oh dear, a one-armer. Looks as though she had a bit of a calamity there. It looked like she missed with an arm. I don't know whether it slipped or it was too bent and didn't make contact. But Jesus Cabello, the coach there, slipped off, and she did very, very well to survive that. And great tradition for vaulting, the Spaniards, you know. Esther Moya, the reigning Olympic champion. So great things will be expected of Sarah Morrow.
Tell you what, she might just have invented a new vault there, the one-handed vault. Just needs a little more practice, though. Of course, the girls get 2 vaults, unlike the men. They get 2 vaults, and the scores of the 2 are average for the final score on the vault.
So this could be really very critical for Morrow, because she's got to be a contender for the top 6. She's one of the outsiders I would have put my money on, but no longer.
8th in qualifying.
But she's got a second vault to redeem her challenge. First one she's just done was a 9.4 start value, if I can explain that. That's the maximum marks they can be marked from, according to the difficulty of the vault they perform. And generally they put in one safe vault and then try and go for broke and put in the most difficult vault. She's got the daunting task of having failed on her safe vault. One presumes she's going to put either another half or another full twist on that Yurchenko. Yurchenko has a round-off entry. The innovator, Natalia Yurchenko, first performed it without the twist in 83. Oh, and that was a perler. 2 twists, she must be gutted. They're really safe plant of the hands, and 1.5 somersault with 2 twists. Very, very safe, right within the tram lines of the landing area.
So that was Morrow then, and her score finally, after the disastrous first vault, 8.675, and really ruining her chances of getting a medal. Van der Leer now, the young Dutch girl.
And she is young. She's not 16 till December, and she's superb. Absolutely superb. A clean day would surely put her into the medals. Just look at the transitions there in inverts. That's the hands practically turned inside out, the endo circle. And the skill on asymmetric bars is to keep swinging, travel over them, under them, twist around whilst in handstand, and just look at that massive dismount. Double twisting double. That's a huge routine, huge exercise. There's no doubt about it that she'll get a very good score for that. The highest score we've seen on bars was from Kokina, a 9.7, and that's a huge score in terms of this new code. But just watch this turning, look. She's so adept at the hand transitions in inverts and then the top change. The undershoot half turn to handstand, that's a D element straight into the Stolder circle, with another turn into the endo in inverts, and again that's a clear circle in a forward straddle position. Notice many of the gymnasts aren't wearing handguards. That was a release and catch, presumably a Ginger. And Van der Leer in 6th place after that exquisite bar routine. But Kokina in the lead, Zigansheva second, and Brazil's Hippolyta in 3rd position.
So we'll catch up with the action in the 3rd and 4th rotations, the final 2 rotations in this competition for gold medal. And now going for the all-around medal, and 4 pieces of apparatus. We're joining the action again, and it's now rotation number 3, and this is Tasha Schweikert from the United States, who are very pleased with their medal in the team event this week. Didn't expect it, and that's put them all in very good heart.
And yet another gymnast who's in with a shout for a medal. Tasha qualified in 7th place, and a particularly strong floor worker. Nice combination there. Double spin with the legged horizontal into the jump, which moved a little. But the skill really and the marks are decided by the difficulty of the tumbles. 2.5 twist into an immediate straight front somersault. Another spin, double that time. And yet another. There's a special bonus for artistry of 3/10.
And presumably the way they dovetail their routine to the music's going to have a bearing on those artistic marks.
Well, the execution and choreography actually is a separate issue, but this .3 artistry is basically musical interpretation, flexibility, and dancing with soul. And really, not many gymnasts can dance really brilliantly. You can tumble well, but to get the cooperation of the two skills, very difficult.
That was a pretty good routine from Tasha Schweikert of the United States. I was discussing with Monica a little earlier on about this question of the size of the floor, because once you get one of these gymnasts on a run like this, going for it, you just want to see them go and go, and in one sense it's a shame that the floor isn't that little bit bigger.
This is something that I debated just recently. I think it's possible that that might be one of the next moves, that the floor area is enlarged, because
it's so good to watch, isn't it?
Absolutely, and since the innovation of double somersaults, and the tumbling skill over the last decade has improved so much and the floor stayed the same size, that I would think that's an inevitable progression.
Because at the moment, you feel that as soon as they got up to speed, they're having to put the brakes on almost immediately. You know, it's
absolutely, they're going to need more space to
express
add
themselves.
on and to work out of some of these triple twisters, you see.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because nobody wants to see them do something fabulous and then just put one foot outside the floor and get penalised for it, yeah?
No, and it's happening to so many of them that obviously the floor's sort of a bit too small. We'll put in a protest, eh?
Let's do it now. There we are. Good scoring. 9.35 for Schweikert. That's very good indeed. And she's in 7th place at the halfway point in this all-round event.
And here, a very impressive young lady, Natalia Zigansheva from Russia. And I remember watching her at the Junior Europeans last year. Really fantastic kid. Coached by Viktor Gavrichenko from St. Petersburg. Viktor, who I've already said, influenced British gymnastics to a very great degree, and he worked in the southwest of England, passed on his expertise, and we in the region have gone from success to success after his input. And there she's performing Yurchenko with 1.5 twists. Linear and very, very strong. Came to grief a little bit in the qualifying rounds, in the team round rather. Messed up her bars, but she's made significant progress in this event. It looks very positive. It hasn't phased her at all, despite her lack of experience. It's her first major senior international.
Like a Sadhu with all this chalk she's putting on herself at the moment. Just cover the face and she's all there. This girl, incidentally, the youngest competitor in this competition, just about, 24th of December, her birthday, and she's 15 at the moment, allowed to come to the competition so long as the birthday is before the end of December. 16 in the Europe competition is the rule.
And there with the double twist, start value of 9.8. Another half twist, and we're up to the 10 start value. So she's not doing bad for a 15-year-old, is she?
Very nice.
And coping with the new vaulting table. This is the first time it's been used in a major international event. And again, that is a progression to assist the progress of the gymnasts and to prevent injury of the ever-increasing standard of their vocabulary of skill.
In silver medal position at the halfway point here, this youngest of all the competitors, and another Russian talent in the making, as you can see, and there is the score, 9.343, so that keeps her right up there, pushing for the big one.
And just to qualify to our viewers that this competition is actually on the new code